everybody, welcome to the channel. You can tell by the name of the channel that we'll be growing some vegetables and doing some beachcombing down in Cornwall. I've been here a month in Cornwall in the property that's behind you. The property's full of boxes, moving boxes around the property, opening the boxes, closing the boxes, and never opening the boxes for the rest of my life. There's all the stuff that you think you're going to need, but really you don't, and you never get rid of, and you keep it because it will come in useful. We know it will come in useful, but we're going to keep it, we're not going to get rid of it. So in relation to the growing the veg, we're going to be growing it in a veg plot that doesn't exist at the moment, and I'll show you the non-existent veg plot in a moment. I want to grow the vegetables as cheaply as I can. I don't want expensive compost and fancy composts. We want to do this on the cheap. We're not buying fancy pots. We're going to reuse lots of stuff that we can reuse. I'm about 4 miles from the coast, so we can do some beachcombing and see what the tide has washed in. And there is some stuff on the beach that I believe we can use in the garden to improve the soil, and it's not going to be compost. It's compost, what I'm talking about. It's not going to be seaweed. We're not going to be using any seaweed on the garden, but there is something on there that we could use as a soil improver, I believe, and if we can find some of it, we'll do a bit of an experiment to see what the difference is between using this mystery item and not using the mystery item. We'll see how the plants grow and see how it develops. There are some things I want to do with growing veg as well that I've never done before. I've always grown veg in the garden or on an allotment, which I had once. But I want to try some things a bit differently this time. We'll come on to them as these videos progress. There's some things I want to do with garlic, and the clue there is that I haven't planted any garlic at the moment. So we'll be trying something different with that. And I want to do something with tomatoes and some sunflower seeds. Although this is predominantly growing veg, I want to try something with the sunflower seeds. So I hope you enjoy the channel, and you stick with me for a bit, or for the rest of your life, or until I open all the boxes in relation to the house move, which will probably be in another 50 years. See you soon, take care. So what I want to talk about at the moment is sowing some seeds. When I sow seeds, I don't use any composts. I just use grow bags because grow bags are really cheap. Seed sowing compost is expensive, and who wants to spend lots of money on compost, which is basically a bit of dirt? So I've always used grow bags, and it's always worked. And I find the cheapest grow bag that there is and use the soil, dirt, call it what you will, from the grow bag, and it's always been pretty successful. So let me show you the grow bag that I've been using for the seeds that I'll show you in a moment. So this is the grow bag that I've been using to sow the seeds. Durston's amazing compost grow bag. Never heard of it. Must be a Cornish thing. You can only get these down in Cornwall, I would guess. Got this from a great store called Trago Mills, where they sell just about anything, and this was the cheapest bag that they got there. I think it was £3.19. As I said, always used grow bags to grow seeds, never had any problems. Very cheap, £3.19 for a big bag like that. And I'll show you the results of sowing some tomato seeds. So these tomato seeds were sown in the grow bag soil. You're going to be saying that there are some failures here, and yes there are, but there is a reason that the two cells here have failed, and it's because the seeds are extremely old. They are 2018, these seeds should have been used by. To have one lot grow is great, the other two not growing at all, well, that isn't too bad. Let me get you the seeds and I'll show you the dates on them and what sort of tomato plants these will turn into. So these are the tomatoes that have been grown in the Durston's grow bag soil, and you can see that there have been a couple of failures on 2 of them, but there's a reason for that, and the reason is that these seeds are very, very old. Let me show you the dates on the back of these seeds. So that should have been used by, where are we, 2019, so they failed probably because the seeds are so old. This one is 2021, we should have used those by, and those have failed, and the ones that have survived are the ones that sown by 2026. So that's fair enough. So 3 have failed because they're very old, and the one that's still in date has worked. So I don't think that's a failure of the soil, because they would have all failed. So there you go. I think that'll suffice to say that using a grow bag to sow seeds has worked, and the fact that all the other seeds haven't grown is a bit of a blessing, really. Otherwise I'll probably have something like 150 tomato plants to go through. So there you go. So they have worked, in my opinion.